I just got done with my walk, and I just had kind of a funny realization. I know through the years I've struggled with something called imposter syndrome, right? I sometimes wonder if I'm qualified to talk about the stuff I want to talk about. And I think that's not uncommon, particularly in small business, because it's an environment where sometimes you have to kind of fake it till you make it, But today on my walk, I'm listening to my favorite podcast, which is Smartless, and Jason Bateman, who I admire as an amazing producer and just a hilarious comedian. And I'm listening to him talk about how he can't give a toast to an audience of 10 or less without having tremendous anxiety. And so, even someone like him and all of his fame and being in the Hollywood spotlight for his whole career has struggled with it. So I guess what it did for me is it made me come back and want to come in here and sit down and try to produce a video, because at the end of the day, I struggle with it too. I want to talk about repurposing. I want to talk about recycling and improving the ecosystem around the Seattle area when it comes to recycling, because there's so much opportunity here. But sometimes I struggle if I'm qualified to do it, or if I'm a hypocrite for bringing up this stuff. And I can tell you, 21 years running a 1-800-GOT-JUNK business in Seattle makes me somewhat qualified to talk about it, right? I've been in the business. I understand the obstacles. I understand the challenges and why people don't want to recycle. I also am a consumer, right? I live in a pretty big house, and I have a family of 5, and our grocery bill alone is kind of embarrassing sometimes because I have 3 teenage kids. And so we're consumers, and so we need to be paying attention to how we're treating the environment and the decisions we're making when it comes to stuff like packaging and repurposing and upcycling. And so that's what I want to be talking about in this series over the next year. Hopefully there's an appetite for it. Hopefully there's some interest, and I would love to get your feedback. So please give me a like if you like. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep talking to myself in my pod closet. Let's go.